Hey everybody!
We're back.
We are back for another episode of Aches and Gains with Doc and Donnie. I don't know what episode this is because I ran out of fingers. Donnie!
I can't bring my toes up.
Come back. Come back.
Back here.
What's going on?
Here we are. This is going to be actually a really fun episode today, talking about some stuff that old people will enjoy for once. Yes! Because
Why are you looking at me?
why wouldn't I look at you? I mean, seriously? I said old people. This is funny. We talked about this. He and I are literally like 4 days apart. We're born like that. So when I call him old, it's a reflection upon me as well. So I'm just calling myself old, but not feeling as bad about it. That's all.
Okay, whatever.
I still got my hair.
I thought you were going to do the introduction here.
No, you said you were doing it.
No, it... Oh. Hey, did the Tampa Bay Rays win the World Series?
Let me see. The answer is check again later.
That's what you're supposed to.
That's right. We're gonna put
in post. In post, you're supposed to say yes, no.
Yeah.
You know what? Fine. Hopefully they did, and so that's the only way. That's the only way that Tampa Bay can actually win a World Series is by playing a quarter of a season and then playing in empty stadiums. Well, they should be used to that anyway, and then playing in neutral sites. So, congratulations, Tampa, for winning the World Series.
So this guy here is like a Yankee fan living in the past. That's all he does because his Giants can't do anything. At all, whatsoever.
Yeah, what happened?
What they do is they take old contracts from players that are washed up of these lower payrolls, like the Rays, Evan Longoria, and sit there and let them retire on their millions of dollars. That's a smart thing. For the team that drafted Buster Posey, you would think that they would know better.
2010. 2012,
Here we are, living in the past. Here we go. This is a Yankee fan. 27. 15 of them are done before, like, World War II. But whatever. Hey, cool. You live in the past. That's fine. The present is now.
Okay, that's fine.
And you are not part of it.
That's fine. You know, I hope that... I actually hope that... No, I don't want the Rays. Because I hate every single team. You know, I actually do want the Rays to win the World Series whenever this episode comes out. I do, because every single other team that's in the championship series right now, they are all horrible. Fan bases are horrible. They all need to just leave. You got the Dodgers, boo. You got the Braves, come on. What have you done? You have the Astros. I mean, you know, I think they, in addition to taking the fans out of the stadium for the Astros, they also took the trash cans out of the stadium for the Astros. So there's no way they're actually going to win. So
man, that's easy pickings there, man.
I mean, come on, but it's still funny. You still laughed.
Yeah,
you still laughed.
Whatever.
Because they cheated.
Yeah, the Braves, like, what do we got, 95? Since then, 95 has been nothing.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yep, 95.
Poor Chipper. He went a whole lot of time, couldn't get a...
Yeah.
All right, we should probably...
But yeah, Bobby Cox should be in the Hall of Fame.
He should.
Yeah? Okay, whatever.
He should.
Okay, fine, sure. Yeah. I guess...
You are bitter. They're done. The Giants are done. They've had their turn. They did great.
Yeah.
All I can say is they drafted Buster Posey,
yeah.
Which was a great draft. The Rays should have got him, but they didn't. They got that other guy, Tim. It was bad. Anyway, let's move on before I start losing myself.
That's right. We're gonna move from one old man sport to another old man sport.
Fair enough.
Right.
Fair enough. Absolutely.
All right. So we're going to just completely alienate every single person that's watching this podcast right now. We're going to talk about weightlifting for golfers.
Ooh. What?
Click.
What do you mean? I just go out there on Sunday morning.
Yeah.
I don't have to go to the gym for that.
I know I may not look like it, but I am an avid golfer. I actually spent a year on my high school golf team. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That makes you avid.
I do play on a regular basis. I have a pretty decent handicap. Also,
not scratched just yet.
Not scratched just yet. You know, and I can hit the ball a decent ways. So golf's fun for me. I enjoy it. I actually do enjoy it. I probably because I've been playing since I was like 10. So, you know, for a long time. But there's every time I watch a golf tournament, and I'm like one of the 6 people who actually watches golf tournaments.
You're my dad.
Inevitably, the announcers will say something along the lines of, "Oh man, that guy's just way too big to hit the golf ball. He's lost all of his touch." Well, at this point, hopefully people have heard of a gentleman named Bryson DeChambeau. I don't have you. Do you know who Bryson DeChambeau is?
I do not.
No, you don't.
Nope.
So Bryson DeChambeau just won the PGA Championship. That's a major event in golf. So all the top golf competitors were participating in this event. What this gentleman did, if you look at a picture of him in 2019, you look at a picture of him this year, he put on 40 pounds at least, consuming multiple protein shakes. But most importantly, the dude hit the weights. He went to the gym, he hit the weights, strength training program with the intention of just hitting the golf ball as far as he could so that he could then take out these longer shots and all he would have would be little small wedge shots into the green and or just driving the greens.
Yeah.
And people at first just laughed at him and said, look at this buffoon, look at this guy. You might as well just go and be a long drive competitor where you have all these, gorillas out there just pounding the ball.
450.
And they have no touch. They say drive for show, putt for dough. Well, guess what? Bryson did both. So that was the impetus for this episode.
Yeah.
Because I like to lift weights, I like to play golf, and I'm going to put them both together.
Yep.
And I'm going to give you the evidence that says you can't.
Nice.
So, when's the last time you teed it up?
On the actual, to be fair, I've played a lot.
All right.
I've been around golf my entire life. My
Okay.
dad's a good golfer. He actually worked for Crown Golf, which over in Bayou and Bardmore, he was in there. I would actually play for a while there. Every Thursday, I played the Bayou Club, which is an exclusive member only.
It is.
Very, very difficult course, and I am not a high or low handicap golfer. So I was good. But yes, it's probably been 2-3 years since I've actually teed off. A buddy of mine, a neighbor who's a pretty good golfer, I went with. But yeah, it's been a while. But I still enjoy the game. I still enjoy the. It's similar to baseball in the analytical department of it. How you can, plan ahead and how you can take strokes off and know what tees are coming up and. Well, you got par threes, par fours, what you can do, and your strengths and weaknesses. So yeah, absolutely, I like it.
Do you do a lot of work with the racket sports, as we call it, golf, tennis players?
No, baseball players I work with. So the rotational sports, they're not the same, but there's some similar principles in rotational sports. But no, I don't work with too many golfers or tennis players. However, when I was training out of a facility up in Palm Harbor, when the Valspar would come in, the major that comes to the Tampa Bay area, this golfer, and I can't remember his name for the life of me, but he actually his trainer traveled with him around, and they came into the gyms, and while they were there a few weeks before, while they were practicing up to the tournament, they were in the gym the day or two before the tournament, training.
Yep.
Using weights, using plyometrics, using these things. It's
Weird.
And people are like, a golfer? I'm like, why wouldn't a golfer? It's endurance. You need to be able to last a long time. You don't want to get injured. Injury prevention. Let's get stronger. How about that? How about if we're stronger, we can hit the ball farther as long as we still have every other asset in play there.
Yeah.
It makes sense to me. Why wouldn't it?
Yeah. So people are coming around to just general strength training and its benefits on the game of golf, where there still is a lot of confusion for the let's call them naive, the naive golf announcers out there, is doing things like a deadlift or a squat or a bench press. Rory McIlroy, he's a famous golfer, very talented, won a few majors. A few years ago, put a video on his social media of him doing deadlifts and just got blasted.
Hammered. I remember that.
Hammered.
Yep.
Because he shouldn't be doing a deadlift. He's going to hurt his back. It's going to be horrible for his golf game because he's going to get big and bulky and he's not going to be able to hit the ball as far. Guess what? Kid's still out there.
Good.
Bombing golf balls. And he's a pint-sized man. He's a pint-sized man, but he can launch the ball farther than you or I can even ever dream of. And it's okay that he deadlifted. Guess what? His back didn't break, didn't herniate a disc.
Crazy.
Okay? So unlike somebody like Jason Day, who's a little chump, who needs to go and get stronger, because every single time the guy's out there playing golf, he bends over like an 80-year-old, and he can't pick up the golf ball out of the hole because he has back pain every single week. Jason Day, go to the gym. For the love of God, dude.
You're a trainer, dude. You're a millionaire.
Go to the gym. Go start working out. You clown. Okay, sorry.
He's watching.
Yeah, he's definitely watching. He's definitely watching. Someone's going to clip that out and send it to him.
Yeah,
no, he's not.
It's going to end up on Sportsnet.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. You're still a clown, Jason Day. Anyway,
I like
so Here's the problem. He's also there was the U.S. Open. I don't know, a few years ago. He had an episode of vertigo. Bro, hey, guess what? Physical therapy treats vertigo too. So my clinic.
So you called him a clown, and now you're saying, "Come see me."
And then he won't be a clown. And then he won't be a clown. I'll treat his back pain. I'll treat his vertigo. We'll get you we'll get you back to winning again, J-Day.
Psychological warfare here going on.
No, but cool. You enjoyed that back pain, buddy. Yeah. Anyway, so look, Tiger was really the first one.
Yeah.
I mean,
maybe
Jack Nicklaus. I don't know. Jack Nicklaus ate a lot of hamburgers, but Tiger was probably the first one that actually say, "Hey."
Publicly talked about it.
And like, if I get stronger, even though Tiger was doing a bunch of other things out there, probably illegally, but he was out there, supposedly bench pressing 315 and so forth,
which is not necessary to do, but still, it's still showing that he's training.
Yeah. So doing traditional powerlifting, strength training movements, and obviously everyone saw and sees what he has done to the game and just utterly dominating his competitors. And that was the goal of Bryson DeChambeau was, okay, these guys are getting so darn accurate that everyone is pretty much the same. Where can I find some hole in like my competitors have? Oh, I can just bomb the ball 30 yards past them so that I have a shorter club into the green. So I don't want to go too deep into golf terminology because I'm sure again we will probably lose everyone. But yeah, I'll go into the science.
There we go.
You want to go into science?
Just
Do you have anything else?
Yeah? No. I like this. I want to hear about this because everything that I talk about most time is anecdotal on my evidence that I've used for athletes and stuff like that, and it makes sense to me. But I love being proven wrong sometimes by your science, but I love it when I'm like, yeah, this makes sense and the science backs it up. So let's hear it.
So Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research, 2012, they did an 18-week training program for strength training for low handicap golfers. That means a 5 or less. And so you're pretty good.
Yeah,
right?
For sure.
Yeah. And so it consists of the bench, a row, the squats, overhead press, maximal strengthening effort. They also did some plyometrics, jumping, hurdle work, and the like. They had a control group and a treatment group. The treatment group, so both groups did on top of the treatment group or the control group did some basic workouts. I don't know, calisthenics, jazzercise, whatever.
Probably jazzercise.
They also both still did the exact same golf training in terms of working on their swing, hitting golf balls, going to the range. So that didn't change. The only thing was
the variable was the gym.
Different program. That was the only variable. So the strength training group saw statistically significant increases in explosive and maximal strength at 6 weeks. And at 12 weeks, they had an increase in driving performance, meaning they hit the ball farther. Guess what? It also maintained during a 5-week detraining period. So even when they detrained, they weren't training at those high percentages, much lower percentages, they still maintained that statistically significant difference in how far they could hit.
Which is pretty cool because a 6 and 12-week program is, in my opinion, is not a long period enough to make sure you get excessive residuals. Mm-hmm. But they're still getting decent residuals even on that short of a program. If they were on a 2-year program, I would say easily 6-month carryover, no problem, without even having to touch the gym. Yeah. But on a 12-week, that's still impressive to get 5-week carryovers.
Even earlier in the research, so 2004 Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research, 8-week program. It is what it is. Yeah. Strength training, plyometrics, again, the bench, the squats, the row, they did lunges. So 2 days a week. Golfers, they were low handicap. Average handicap was about 5.5, and so they basically compare it to nothing. So okay, all right, there's some limitations obviously, but increase in club head speed and driving distance. So we have research is going back here at least 15, 16 years of hey, like you can strength train, you can do these big powerlifting, bodybuilding movements. And you're going to get an increase in your golfing performance.
And the dynamic aspect of it too. You said club head speed.
Yeah.
Dynamics. I mean, you're taking traditional strength training and transitioning into dynamic speed. Yeah. You're swinging the club faster. Obviously, as long as you make proper contact, that's going to result in a better hit. Yeah. A further hit. Absolutely.
So we talked about this before. Briefly, in the Balco sponsored edition episode.
I remember that one.
Barry Bonds. Allegedly, he had some assistants maybe he hit the ball farther, but the man still had to hit the ball square. And your performance enhancing drugs, they're not going to make the improvements on that coordination. They're just going to make it sweeter and maybe farther.
It says it in the name, performance enhancing. You still have to be a high level performer.
Exactly. Yes. Right.
Yeah.
So the concept here is the same. So you still have to be able to hit the ball square on the club face, and to make the most contact. So what happens when you strength train? Yeah, I'm going to hit the ball farther, but once I hit it square on the club face, and then I combine square on the club face with more strength, wow, we hit the Bryson DeChambeau jackpot.
Yep.
So speaking of professional golfers, I haven't talked about professional. So again, there's not much out there in terms of research, but this is what I found. So International Journal Applied Sports Sciences, 2010, effects of core muscle strength training on female professional golfers. So limitations, I don't know what core muscle training is. At least it included the squat.
I hope it's rotational at least.
There was some rotational stuff, but it included the squat.
Okay.
And as we know, we love squats.
squats.
It's probably the king of all exercises.
I agree.
So anyway, again, increase in driver shot performance, club head speed, and carry distance. And so something that's
on female golfers.
On female golfers, right? So female golfers did get big and bulky.
Crazy.
They got stronger. They got better by strength training. So it's, at the connotation out there that strength training is detrimental to your golf game. Pretty straightforward. It's not. So
it's weak people saying that.
Well, yeah. So I think what you find is that golfers potentially are a little more deconditioned compared to other athletes.
Yeah, for sure.
So probably any sort of training is going to be beneficial for them. But when you do specific strength training and you look at, again, the squat, the bench press, things that you would think, on my chest is going to get too big, I'm going to get too tight, I can't swing, and I can't
become a T-Rex.
I'm going to be a T-Rex, my knees are going to get hurt, and I won't be able to put rotational force in them. Bullcrap. You can hit the ball far, right?
If done properly.
Yes. So yes, you need to talk about the programming, and so
Yep.
So last one I'll talk about. So 2020, this year, right? A systematic review of strength and conditioning interventions in golfers, the Journal of Sports Sciences. So again, so what this kind of going back to what I was talking about, in that pretty much anything you do to a golfer is going to help them because they don't traditionally weight train. Mm-hmm. But still, at least with this, looking at all of these studies, they still saw a statistically significant increase across the board: club head speed, ball speed, and distance. So if you want to hit the ball, if you want to have shorter irons in your hand, which are by definition going to be a little more accurate, easier to hit, and you want to just laugh at your playing competitors as you drive by in your golf cart, then get to the gym. Okay, maybe you don't have to have 12,000 calories a day like Bryson DeChambeau, but you can get your butt in the gym and you can get better, and you're not going to get big and bulky, and you're not going to be injury prone.
And that's one thing I would love to see, and this will obviously be long-term studies, but I'd like to see longevity of high-level athletes that strength train and properly on a semi-regular basis versus their competitors that don't. And I know, like I said, that's almost an impossible study to do, because you have to tell somebody, hey, I need you to strength train for 20 years, and I need you not to strength train for 20 years. Yeah. And I hope you guys don't have any external issues outside of that. But, I mean, given these research levels here, I have to assume that the answer is pretty clear.
Yeah, I mean, I knew the answer with my own case study of myself in terms of me hitting the ball farther by lifting weights and putting them down.
Yeah. But if you're able to play at a high level in golf and increase your ability to play into your 50s and 60s, 40s, 50s, and 60s, that shows. I mean, that's an anecdotal evidence, but it shows you right there that versus other people who are breaking down in that age.
Mm-hmm. And that's we see. I see a decent number of golfers in the clinic, and low back pain, hip pain, shoulder pain. Those are the usual areas in which they break down. Something like elbow pain as well. And basically, I tell people, hey, we're going to do some strengthening, And usually I get a what?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to strength train to get you out of pain and to improve your performance. So now, are there some golf specific things you can do rotation wise? Sure, you can work on those type of things.
The basic level stuff. Yeah.
But if you aren't doing anything, just go do something. And as we see, just by doing something, you will get better. Preferably, you are actually doing things like I'm going to squat, I'm going to bench press, I'm going to do these big compound lifts, and you will see improvements in your game.
Then if you get on Rory's level, start doing some golf specific stuff, and hire yourself $100,000 a year trainers or that. But that's great
Or
stuff.
you can be like Jason Day and have back pain every single time.
For sure. Yeah.
What up, Jason? I'm not going to stop. You're a clown.
Hey,
You're a clown.
He's got a clinic. Go see him. He probably won't be nice to you there either. But hey, whatever.
We could treat your vertigo and your back pain in the same visit, buddy. I can handle it. Don't worry about it. I accept cash. Venmo, PayPal, whatever.
And
just don't
probably verbally assault you while you're doing it too. So you'll get all three of the same. That's free though. That comes free. Yeah.
You can tip me for it if you want. Yeah.
All right.
No, seriously, Jason, call me.
This is getting creepy.
Okay.
You may get an injunction against you.
Well,
Not sure.
On that note, I don't think he lives in this country. Maybe he does. Who cares? We good? Yeah, I'm sure. You got more to add, right?
No, I got nothing here. I love learning, and this is one of my learning things here, though. But definitely going off of rotational sports stuff, it is similar. And we talked about this before in previous episodes where you get 140 games into a baseball season, you see the ones who properly train and don't, because all of a sudden, another lat sprain, oblique, you see it.
There was a hamstring.
Every year you see it. Oh, this player only played 110 games, 105 games, 80 games, 90 games out of 160 game season.
I don't know why you got to beat up on Cecil Fielder like that.
Oh, jeez, we're gonna go there. Wow. Oh, wow, we're going back.
He's a fine-tuned machine.
Fine-tuned. Him and his son. Anyway, yeah, we're going to end it on that one. I like you, Prince. Please don't be upset with me. I like Prince Fielder. He's a big guy.
Cecil is my boy. I enjoy Cecil. I mean, listen. It's fun. It's fun seeing people like that and like John Daly, and who are like just phenomenal at their sport. And you're like
completely out of shape.
You're like, man, the talent that these people have. It's just to watch is remarkable.
I'm quite sure that when John Daly stopped drinking, he got worse at golf.
Maybe.
Let's go. Yeah. Let's go with that.
Yeah. Are we done?
We're done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so here's the thing, Donnie. We're going to move on to our favorite, my favorite, your favorite, everyone's favorite segment, breaking down bro science myths, or pet peeves. What do you? I don't got anything. You got anything? Let's think of something real quick.
I got something.
You got something?
No, you got something.
No, I got something. Yeah. So supplements.
Supplements.
Do you take? Do you supplement?
What are we talking about?
You know.
Yeah.
You know. Are you taking? Okay. So.
I got a better one. Screw the supplement stuff.
Okay.
Let's do something.
Well, I actually was going to say something semi-intelligent, but no, it's fine. Go. What do you got?
It doesn't sound good. I'm going to go something. Let's
go for it.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
We should really.
I'm talking to you out there.
We should really write these down beforehand.
Yeah, we should. That's probably my fault. I'm talking to you. You know who you are. All right. The guy who's probably about 20 years older than he thinks he is. He wears a belt when he leaves his car on the way into the gym and does not take it off until he gets in the shower when he gets back home. Okay. He smells because he does not wash any of his equipment. Yet, for some reason, he wants to walk up to the most attractive female in the gym who is actually training, not there just doing butt blasters, and constantly barrage her with compliments or whatever else, stuff that is not wanted. You. Stop it. Stop it. You're not going home with her. She's not going home with you. Probably got a big old bodybuilder boyfriend waiting at home that would crush you. Stop it. Stop. Leave these women alone. All right, you know the difference between the ones that are doing booty blasters looking for Instagram pictures and the ones that are training because they're hardcore. Leave them alone. Let them train because they're better than you. That's my... Uh-oh, he's typing. That's never good. Stop it. Leave them alone. Let the women train. This sport needs an influx of women who actually care about getting stronger, better, faster. Stop chasing them away with your incessant catcalling, man. It's bad. They don't want to talk to you. You know what? If they want to talk to you, you know what they would do? They would talk to you because they're hardcore. And they're not waiting for you to come with them. So if they ain't talking to you, they're not want to talk to you. All right, I'm done. What do you got? Oh.
That segment was brought to you by Omar's Bail Bonds. They're here in Clearwater, 727-954-8889. Omar's Bail Bonds.
Yeah, Omar will come get you after she puts you in the hospital.
Yeah.
Stop it, people.
Okay.
Leave them alone. Leave them alone. And for you ladies out there that are the ones with this, go to a different gym. Go to somewhere where you don't have that guy
No, they don't
who
have
puts
to.
a belt on.
No, you don't have to, ladies. You don't have to go to a different gym. Tell that guy to screw off.
True.
Okay? Accidentally drop a weight on his foot. Okay? Pretend like you aren't looking and just swing a barbell right into his face. Listen, we know my wife's an attorney. We'll get you out of it.
Yeah.
Again, this was brought to you by Omar's Bail Bonds. 727-954-8889. Omar's Bail Bonds.
Call us, Omar.
Call us. Yeah, we'll take a sponsorship. On that note, I think we're done.
I think we're good.
This has been another wonderful episode. Yeah, normally I say what episode this is right now.
That's not what we're going to do. We're going to stop doing it.
Hey, guess what? We could find us. Oh, you know what? Let's talk about sponsors. In all seriousness,
Yeah.
we would love a sponsor. You can put your name right here on my solo cup. You can put your name here too if you want to. I'll let you put your name on the back of my laptop. I'll let you.
I got a spot on my bicep for you.
You
Right
got
there.
a spot on your bicep. I got a spot right here on my forehead.
It's a big billboard.
Sponsor us. You want to sponsor us? Contact us. Reach out and let us know. We love comments too.
Yeah.
Anyone who wants to comment, you can just comment on any of the episodes. We'll read it. Well, I'll read it. He doesn't know how to read.
And we won't chase you down if it's a bad one. We'll just laugh. So
Yeah,
feel free to tell us how bad.
Good
it is.
comments, bad comments. We don't even care. Just comment.
Yeah. Well, we don't need Omars. We're good.
Yeah. No, Omar. Seriously.
Yeah, we need Omars,
Come
but
on.
I'm not going to get yelled at.
Yeah. So subscribe, share, all that jazz. So with that said, I'm Dr. Hayes. You can find me on the Facebook, Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. Or also on Instagram at Run
Slow-mo run today, huh?
Tampa Bay. Donnie, where can they find you?
You can find me in the streets. No? Okay. You can find me on Facebook, facebook.com/Strength and Performance Institute, which is where we're at now in this facility, my gym. Come check it out. And also Instagram.com/Donnie Kiernan, which is where all the fun stuff goes. Go check that out. But I'm also in the streets. So
Episode double digits. Out!
you like that? I'm hood. I'm so hood. Yeah, right. I'm as gangster as Tube Socks.
All right, you got it. Thank you.
I'm floating in space. Yeah. I'll do the intro.
Do you want to do the intro?
I'll do the intro.
All right. Wait, no, because I had an intro. Well, I'll just no. Okay, well, intro.
It's like a woman.
Shut up.
I want you to do it, but I want to do it.
It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. Sure. Go out and have fun. Mm-hmm. Have fun. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That
Ready?
means don't have fun.
Okay.